Bound is a really interesting exploration of the intersection between queerness and disability and intergenerational queer experiences told through the lens of a young man with cerebral palsy.
This is sort of a semi-autobiographical piece where, as someone who wears leg braces, CJ is in a position where I was a bit earlier in my life, where you've come to accept your disability in almost every other arena except perhaps your sex life.
Sorry for not getting the door. I'm just a compulsive liar about my heart on the apps.
We only ever picture disabled people in a medical context. And I think why this episode is so good is that at the end of it, we can see that CJ can also feel eroticism and involve his disability. The two are not mutually exclusive.
CJ is in the process of figuring out where he's existing and where he's thriving, and he's, I think, juggling and maybe struggling a little bit about his self-image and his agency in terms of his disability. He hasn't given himself the permission that he is allowed to feel sexy, desirable, and okay being himself.
Society has a very limited view about sexuality, what eroticism is. It's obviously a very individual kind of, experience, like beauty. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. I think Bound deals with something that is quite taboo and probably carries a lot of stigma around it. I love that this show is kind of bringing that out into the open and making it a discussion.
I can never tell if a stare is a cruising stare or what's the deal with a disability stare.
Do they have to be mutually exclusive?